Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new DCS World video. It's been a while since I've been in the cockpit and the rust really shows. Reflexes lower, timing off, instincts a bit asleep, but there's no better way to wake them up than jumping straight back into a dogfight. Today we're back in the air in VR, flying the F-16, no radar, no comfort zone, just instinct, awareness, and a lot of sweat. The plan is simple, me alone against 4 Su-27. Missiles allowed. 4 versus 1, and the only way to survive is to never lose focus. In a dogfight, knowing your aircraft systems isn't enough. You need to know exactly how the jet reacts to every stick input, when you're bleeding too much energy, where your corner speed is, and how to feel the aircraft as if it were part of your own body. That's the real difference, when you stop flying the jet and start feeling it. And then there's situational awareness, knowing exactly what's happening around you. With 4 enemies in the air, you've got to keep track of every single one, because the only way to stay alive is to spot that thin smoke trail leaving a Su-27 in time and react instantly. See it late and you're done. See it early and you might have a chance. And trust me, VR changes everything. You can look around like in real life, track targets with your eyes, feel the depth, the distance, the speed at which they flash past. It's the most immersive and unforgiving way to train, but once you get the hang of it, it truly feels like you're in there, with the helmet shaking and your heart racing. Before we get to the successful fight, there's been a lot, and I mean a lot of work. Training for dogfight isn't easy. It's a constant stream of mistakes, wrong maneuvers, and missiles hitting you just when you thought you were safe. And honestly, that's the most important part of the process. Flares out. Here I thought I just needed to load more flares on board. And while I was doing that, I noticed I had been fighting with 3 fuel tanks. I felt the jet was heavy, but the rust kept me from realizing it could be because of the tanks. Every time you fail, you learn. Every mistake teaches you something. Where you pushed too hard, when you lost too much energy, or when you lost sight of your target for just 1 second too long. And in dogfight, 1 second is all it takes to go from predator to fireball. Training is frustrating. You feel slow, predictable, exposed. But then, little by little, something clicks. You start reading situations, anticipating enemy moves, and feeling when it's time to pull or ease off. Your mind and body sync up again, and suddenly it feels natural. Alright, now let's take a look at the successful engagement. Starting already in the air, the very first thing I had to do was set the countermeasures to manual. Always the first step before getting closer. I was armed with 2 AMRAAMs and 4 AIM-9s, so the opening move had to be with AMRAAMs. I switched to track while scan, locked 2 bandits, and Fox 3. Right after that, I went for a split S and went defensive, expecting an incoming launch from their side. That move saved me. It allowed me to evade a wall of missiles heading straight toward me. Once clear, I climbed back, turned in, and saw 2 of them gone instantly. AMRAAMs are brutal from 8 miles. If you time it right, there's not much they can do. Next, it was all about keeping the pressure up. I switched to dogfight mode, locked the third one, Fox 2. Splash another one. At that point, the last Su-27 looked disoriented, probably confused by all the chaos in the air. I closed the distance, lined up, and finished the job with the cannon. Training with humans is obviously better. No AI can match a real pilot's creativity or unpredictability. But this kind of training, fighting multiple AI threats with missiles, still remains a solid, effective way to sharpen your skills. If you can manage 4 Su-27s breathing down your neck, a real player won't scare you. Keep practicing like this, and I guarantee you'll start seeing real results, even in PvP. It's actually very simple to set up. Just create a new mission in the mission editor. Nothing fancy, you don't need a full scenario. Maybe start small with 2 enemies armed only with IR missiles, and increase the number of threats as you start feeling more confident. Remember to always use ace-skilled AIs. Anything below that won't really challenge you. They'll just fly straight or make lazy turns. You want them aggressive, unpredictable, forcing you to manage energy, positioning, and awareness every second of the fight. Try different starting ranges, altitudes, and weapon loadouts too. This keeps the training dynamic and prevents you from developing patterns. Because in real engagement, nothing ever happens exactly the same way twice.
Altitude.
Do this consistently and you'll notice the difference. Your reactions will be sharper, your energy management smoother, and your overall confidence in the cockpit will skyrocket. Before wrapping up, I really want to highlight how important VR is for this kind of things. Dogfighting in 2D is one thing, but in VR it's a completely different world. You can move your head naturally, look over your shoulder, track targets visually, and actually feel the spatial awareness that's so crucial in close combat. It's not just immersive. Being physically inside the virtual cockpit, in my opinion, changes everything. It's the closest you can get to real flying and is way more natural. Right now I'm flying with the Pimax Crystal Super, and honestly, this is my final choice for flight simulators. The clarity, the field of view, and the comfort make it feel like you're truly sitting in the cockpit. Every time I train in VR, I realize how much better it helps me manage awareness, timing, and precision, things that flat screens simply can't match. And speaking of that, Pimax Black Friday Madness is live right now. It's your chance to get $70 off the Pimax Crystal Lite and free shipping on the Pimax Crystal Super. If you're serious about simulators, whether it's DCS, MSFS or any other, the jump to VR, and especially to something like the Crystal Lite or the Crystal Super, will completely change the way you fly. Check the video description for details. Hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!